Hey, what is up, guys? It is Drake. Welcome to my channel, Crypto Drake. This is a new channel for those of you who may know me or may not know me. Either way, I used to have a YouTube channel. Got into a whole bunch of back and forth with YouTube about some copyright strikes or something like that because I had music playing in the background, stuff like that. So the channel did get taken down, so I had to start a new one. I went back and forth with them for months trying to get that channel back, but it didn't work, so here I am. Either way, as you guys know, I do crypto. I love crypto. I've been investing in crypto for multiple years now. Made a decent amount of money on it. So I kind of came on here just to kind of be representation for people who may look like me or may be from the same places as me, as far as getting into crypto, making money on crypto, investing in crypto, how to go about it, things of that nature. Now, while I did say I will be giving you guys some information on altcoins, my favorite coins, cryptos I'm investing in, maybe some meme coins. I don't really invest in those, but that's kind of like gambling. But with that being said, of course, nothing here is financial advice. I have to give that disclaimer. It just is what it is. But yeah, we're going to get started today. This is my first video back. I'm super excited to be back with YouTube making videos. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and get started off looking at crypto bubbles. This is just kind of my website that I like to look at to get kind of a general consensus of how the market's doing in general. So as we can see, some of the big players here, Theta, Render, they're doing pretty good. Link, Quant's one of my favorites. Hbar is not doing too good. ADA, Dot, Doge, things of that nature. Market looks in general red, but that's to be expected, right? So in today's video, we're going to be talking about Hbar, right? Hbar is one of those cryptos that I have liked since the 6 or 7 cent level, maybe a little lower than that. That's when I started investing in it. I've been holding, sold some out. As you guys know, or will come to know, I'm very big on exit plans, right? Crypto is not the stock market. It doesn't act like the stock market. It doesn't try to be the stock market. So when you try to invest in crypto like you'd invest in Vanguard or VOO or FAIX or S&P 500, whatever the case may be, you're going to almost always get burned. Okay, now this is why I made this channel, so I can kind of let you guys know what I'm doing. If you choose to copy it, then that's your right. If not, that's also your right. I always tell you guys, whatever I say, doesn't matter if it's me, if it's whoever. I don't really watch YouTube, so whoever you may watch crypto YouTube, if they tell you something, research it. If they suggest something, research it. Understand why, understand the back piece to it, understand why they're saying what they say, what they have to gain from it, if they gain something from it, things of that nature, because people people lie. Okay, so with that being said, looking at Hbar right now, we're at a $7.3 billion market cap. The volume has exploded recently in the past 24 hours at 135 million. Of course, you guys know total supply 50 billion, current circulating supply 42 billion, right? So I have a little article. I found out from Twitter, but I have a little article that kind of you guys can, of course, look up, go look into as far as why I believe there's been such a spike in volume in the last 24 hours. But I wanted to bring something up to you guys as I noticed they made this little subsection, I guess you could say, on CoinMarketCap about Made in America. So if you guys know, or if you're from America or know anything about America, Americans are really big on America. So with that being said, anything made in America, anything made by Americans, whatever, is a big selling point because they want to support their people, so to speak. With that being said, Hbar did make it to this list. It's number 18, which I think will definitely help as Hbar, starts to move up eventually. So far, it's been moving down, and this has been definitely a buy time for me personally. I know a lot of people that are telling me that it's going down to around 12 cents because of traders. If you don't know, I would definitely suggest looking into how trading works, how puts and calls work. It will be more in relation to the stock market, but either way, the same methodology and thought process works behind it. Let's say Hbar drops down to 16 cents, and that's where you have big sell orders. All of those people who are selling those sell orders will now drop the price even more, because now you're giving more and more liquidity and more coins to the market. So they're like, okay, we now have a raised supply, so we're going to drop the price. That's kind of just how it works. Same thing would work in reverse with buy options, right? That's how you get those huge spikes where it may jump 10-20% market cap in a week, so to speak. But yeah, so it is on this list. Americans are really big on that just because it was made in America. It was made by Americans, stuff like that, right? So this is the article I was speaking about. Also, even if you see an article online, just because it's on Google also doesn't mean it's correct, right? As you guys can see right here, by a PR manager. Of course, they look over these things. They may tell you the truth, but they may not be the whole truth, right? So you want to look into it, see how deep it really goes, see if you think it will really make a difference, right? So this one is about Hbar and NVIDIA having a partnership, or at least sparking interest on a partnership, right? So for me, I invest in the NVIDIA as well in the stock market. If you know anything about NVIDIA, it has absolutely skyrocketed, went absolutely insane. Made a decent amount of money on that, and I do believe in AI in the future, right? It's super exciting for me just because I'm into technology. I actually work in IT, and I love AI. I love programming. I love things of that nature, so that just kind of excites me, right? I kind of hope it works just because it's exciting to me. But yeah, Hbar having a partnership with NVIDIA would be absolutely insane. As you guys know, it is a part of DeFi, and DeFi in the 2021 bull run went absolutely insane. I think it's going to go insane this year as well. I'm kind of buying crypto right now based on selling out later this year. I want you guys to make sure that you work in reverse. If you guys are going to buy Hbar, right? I'm bringing this up because I like Hbar. I made a whole video about Hbar. This video is about Hbar. I bought Hbar with my own money, no sponsorship, nothing, right? With that being said, though, I want you guys to understand, if you're going to buy Hbar, if you're going to get into crypto in general, period, anything, make sure you have the exit plan in mind. Start with the exit plan. Figure out, okay, how much money do I want to make, right? How much money do I want to make? By what time? When am I going to sell? If it goes to a certain level, will I buy or will I sell? Whatever your plan is, make sure you stick with your plan, okay? Now, you have to have good backing behind your plan, because when things get rough and the water gets shaky, you have to stick to the plan, okay? So with that being said, make sure that you guys find out when you want to sell. That's number one with any crypto. If you have extreme, or if you are extremely risk adverse, this is one of the safer cryptos, okay? Has a higher market cap. If you guys don't know how market cap actually works, you need to learn, okay? Don't invest in crypto and you don't understand how it works. You're basically begging for someone to take your money. Now, with that being said, though, all of this is readily available online. Again, I love AI. You can use ChatGPT. Explain to me how market cap works. Explain to me how market cap affects price. People see Hbar and all they see is a 17-cent price and it's like, oh yeah, I'll buy 10,000 coins, whatever. But you don't understand it has a $7 billion market cap. So for it to double in price, let's say hypothetically to go to 34 cents, you would have to add $7.3 billion of money to this coin, okay? So not saying that that's impossible or anything by any stretch of the imagination, but you have to know how this works, right? You have to also know how volume works. Like, for example, the volume in the last 24 hours, 135 million. In the 2021 bull run, it peaked at about 45 cents and it had $1.3 billion in volume in 24 hours, okay? So if it did that in 2021, it could definitely do that in 2025, and that's in 24 hours. So for example, right now it's at 1.32 billion. If it were to spike 1.3 billion in 24 hours, tomorrow the price go up, let's say 5 cents, 10 cents. You also have to understand that when you are investing in a crypto at a higher market cap, it is going to give you less multiples. It's going to be less risky, but on the reward side, it's also going to be less of a reward. So again, you have to figure out how much you want to make, how much you have to invest. If you have $1,000 to invest, I mean, let's be honest. Even if you 3, 4, 5x that would still be a great amount of money. Don't get on here thinking all these YouTubers, and again, I'm speculating because I don't really watch YouTube, But these people get on YouTube, and I'm sure they do because I see it on TikTok all the time, saying, "Oh yeah, I made 100x, whatever, blah blah blah." That crypto probably had like a $10 million market cap, and at that rate or at that level, it's almost guaranteed that it's going to be a scam or that it will be a scam because people make crypto coins every day. You and I can go make a crypto coin right now, right? So make sure you vet the cryptos. Make sure that you understand the cryptos, what they're trying to achieve, who owns it, right? How much percentage of the total supply do they own? Are there any locks on their supply, right? Can they just sell at any time? Is there any liquidation events that have to happen before they can sell, or any type of event that has to happen? Make sure you look into the white pages. It's readily available on their website, right? So make sure you look into this stuff before you invest in crypto, because I want you guys to be smart about it. As you know, I heard many a times on my previous channel, I'm starting to realize, from TikTok of course, there isn't a lot of representation for people who may look like me, right? If you understand what I'm saying, you understand. But there isn't a lot of representation. With that being said, I want you guys to be smart about this, okay? I want you guys to understand what you're getting into, and I want you to understand crypto before you go and throw your money into it. Because you work hard for your money, and you want to make some money, but don't throw it in the trash. Don't put it on fire. With that being said, I had to bring this video to you guys today because Hbar was on my mind. I have been buying recently, so I wanted to bring this to you guys. So if you want to buy, here you go, right? Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. I do respond to all comments any time of day, all day, whatever. I love to talk about crypto, love to talk about these things. So make sure you guys go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe down below. I will respond to every comment. I see every comment, and I look forward to talking with you guys about some crypto. Later.